What are you up to? Do you fancy going to the cinema later? Are you into horror films? How come? What do you reckon? Do you understand any of these expressions? Don't worry if not. These are all informal expressions used in everyday English, but they can be quite difficult to understand. So let's look at the first one, alright? In the UK, some people might say, "You're right" to you, instead of saying, "Hello, how are you?" But it means the same thing. It's just an informal greeting. And a lot of British people will push you and alright together to make "you right?" Or they might just say, "Alright, what are you up to?" This is a very informal way of saying, "What are you doing?" And originally this would be, "What are you up to?" But most of the time we remove the "are" and just say, "What are you up to? What are you up to? Do you fancy going to the cinema later?" "Would you like to" is a very formal way of inviting someone to do something. So we wouldn't say, "Would you like to go to the cinema to a friend?" because it just sounds too formal. Instead, we'd say, "Do you want to go to the cinema?" Or do you wanna go to the cinema?" If we want to make it even more informal, then we can say, "Do you fancy going to the cinema?" And when we use "do you fancy," we don't use the infinitive to go. We change it into a gerund, which is going, adding the ing. So we'd say, "Do you fancy going to the cinema?" In this sentence, we'd push "do" and "you" together to make "j." So it'd be, "Do you fancy going to the cinema? Do you fancy? Do you fancy going to the cinema?" If we want to make this sentence even more informal, we can remove "do" and "you" entirely and just say, "Fancy going to the cinema? Are you into horror films?" This is another informal expression to ask if you're a fan of something. And in natural speech, the "oo" sound in into becomes a sound, the schwa sound. So it becomes, Are you into horror films? How come? This is an informal and slightly softer way of saying why. What do you reckon? This is an informal way of saying, "What do you think?" And the T sound at the end of "what" is dropped to make "what." And this is pushed together with "do you" to make "what'ja." What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Alright, what are you up to? Nothing much. Fancy going to the cinema later? I was thinking of seeing Ghost vs Evil Leprechaun 2. What do you reckon? Are you into horror films? No, I can't stand them. How come? Too scary. So next time you talk to your friends in English, how about trying to use one of these expressions? I hope you found this lesson useful and see you in the next video. Bye bye.